love shopping, but you want to cut back a little bit? Well, you are going to save money in today's video because I am going to spend money instead. We are doing a shop with me. We're going shopping at our favorite stores. We're headed to Crate & Barrel, HomeGoods, and Ikea. That is the trifecta when it comes to shopping. There are so many phenomenal finds I'm going to share in today's video, and make sure to stay to the end because I'm going to have a haul. I'm going to show you all the things that I picked up, and guys, for once, I think I did well. I don't think I overspent. But before we get into it, please don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Let's start shopping. Now we are starting today's shop with me at Crate & Barrel. I hadn't been in such a long time just because there isn't rapid turnover of products. When we first walked in, we saw all of this outdoor dinnerware, which I really enjoyed. I love the black rim on these plates, and honestly, everything was relatively affordable. Normally when I go into Crate & Barrel, these serving dishes are upwards of $100, so I was happy to see that one for $35, and I loved these bowls as well. I am all about black dinnerware, but I like the idea of mixing and matching with like a black plate with something white like this. These were also kind of fun. Babe absolutely hated these. They're really playing on the checkerboard, a trend that is really taking over the world. But I love the idea of integrating that trend via plates like this, which is more affordable than switching out a major piece of furniture. You can see that the light woods are also really taking over at Crate & Barrel, and the light tones, people are just liking things that are a little bit more inviting, and I am anti-inviting. I am not for inviting interiors, but I like that they're doing it, and I think that they are executing this design vision super well. I actually really loved these cupboards. They kind of remind me of the Ikea bookcases, but more elevated, and Crate & Barrel always kills it with the lighting. I'm a huge fan of their lamps. I use them in client projects all of the time. Now, one of the main reasons I come into Crate & Barrel is to look at artwork, because in my opinion, they create the best artwork from any retailer. So if you're not working with a designer and you're not using like their trade programs, Crate & Barrel has the best art because they actually create art that is textured. So it doesn't look like something just printed on canvas. They actually do add details to elevate the look. I'm also a huge fan of Crate & Barrel bedding. I think they make super high quality bedding. I love the texture in their pieces. I really actually try to stay away from linen duvets and quilts because I don't like the wrinkles, but they have set theirs very perfectly so they look super high end. I also looked about at furniture. I honestly have never really bought any furniture from Crate & Barrel just because when you go into the showroom, you can really see the wear and tear on them, and there's a lot of wear and tear, and I want things that I can honestly beat up and still stay in good condition in my home. Now, I did get sucked into this kitchen section because how can you not at Crate & Barrel? I had to stop by the Marin collection because these are the plates that I have. I love these mugs, but I will say they always look dusty no matter how much you clean them. So whenever I entertain, I just find myself washing dishes constantly. You can actually see that little splotch on there. Even though they're perfectly clean, they always look sort of dusty. If you have these, let me know down in the comments if this has been your experience too. But I'm very happy to have this set, and it's not something that I would get rid of or replace anytime soon. I also wanted to look at cooking utensils just because I normally get mine from HomeGoods, but I was looking for something that was a bit more elevated, and these were really cute, but $14 for a spoon, absolutely not. You could not force me to do that. But they do look wooden even though they're silicone, so I thought that was a nice touch. Do they look wooden to you? Babe says they do. I was kind of iffy about it. Let me know down in the comments. I also have been dying for this side table for years. This is the Willy side table from the Leanne Ford collection, and I really like it. I love the look of plaster and integrating it in a way like this as opposed to doing it to my walls, but this particular one was sort of wobbly, so I didn't want to buy it just because of my lifestyle. Next, we went to HomeGoods, and this HomeGoods was absolutely awful. I don't even have anything good to say. These are the vibes of everything, which just really isn't my style, and is a very huge shift from what HomeGoods normally has. Okay, so we just left HomeGoods, and there was absolutely nothing good. Like, not one good thing. I just had stank face the entire time because they only had like 2 rows of vases and decorative accents, and all of them were just like bright yellow. I know that color is in, I'm here for it, but they just weren't giving anything. Yeah, it was literally the
even
fall.
I thought it wasn't good.
Exactly. Like, there wasn't even a book I'd buy, and a vase I'd convince myself that I need. Not even a piece of art.
I don't think we've ever left without buying anything.
Exactly.
There wasn't even a good dog bed.
Honestly, like HomeGoods is an immediate $100. An immediate $100. $0 spent. I didn't even put anything in the cart. I was so disappointed. I'm just like in a shopping mood. I just really want to shop. Not necessarily spend money, but shop, because it's been such a long time, because like I said, we were in Antarctica, and then also I just have been like not shopping and going out as much because I kept getting sick, but immune system is better. Anyway, all that to say, I decided to go to another HomeGoods. We're at the HomeGoods in Robinson, if you live here in Pittsburgh, which I will say is my favorite HomeGoods. We did drive all the way out here, so hopefully they have something good. And if they really disappoint me, she's right there. Cross your fingers that this HomeGoods has something. I'm looking for faux flowers, but I just bought real flowers because there's a photo shoot in the house tomorrow for Armina Stone, the people who put the stone in our kitchen, so that's exciting. So I'm looking for that. Besides that, I'm not looking for anything in particular. Dog beds. They do sell our dog's favorite bed on Amazon, but it's like 10 or 20 more dollars, and I'm like, he's just gonna vomit in it. So I don't want to pay so much for it, and yeah, so we'll see what happens. Now, the second HomeGoods helped them to redeem themselves. I was feeling it. This box was everything to me, but what would even fit in this box? Not one thing, maybe your rings, but then you'd be like, hey babe, where are my rings? I can't find them. This box, really no utility, but I love it. I might put like a Splenda packet in there. I will look for any reason to buy something, but I did not leave with that box, so I'm proud of myself. I also love this egg container. This is so cute. This is the style that I like. I love things that are a lot, that are like European inspired and a little bit more eclectic, but the other HomeGoods was just kind of missing the mark. Like, these pillows are doing it for me. I love these. Aren't these the cutest? The print, oh, it is giving. Now, in the next aisle at HomeGoods, I had to run to the art section. I love the art section at HomeGoods. The people who bash HomeGoods art, I'm like, you're just not looking well enough. I love their pieces. These gilt frames are really making a comeback. And I honestly thought this was one of my grandmother's paintings because she has one that looks identical to this in our home with her name on it. And I was like, hello, is this by Phyllis Brent? But my grandmother does not know how to get her artwork into any store, so I knew it was not hers. The art collection was fairly decent. I think HomeGoods is really expanding in terms of the styles, so that's great. I also had to check out the lighting. I was obsessed with this, but silver is not in my color scheme, but this would look great on a desk or an entry table. So if you want a task lamp like this, maybe consider this one. And also, if you don't follow Hannah Naylor, you definitely should. She's always showing really fantastic HomeGoods finds, both here on YouTube and on Instagram, and she always puts the SKUs and everything. So check her out if you're into HomeGoods. Shop with me and HomeGoods finds. This lighting section was great. I love how bulbous and fat these lamps are. The fatter the lamp, the better. You know, it's like the fatter the baby, the better. They look so cute. I feel that way about lamps. I love big fat lamps that are like not to scale. They just, I don't know, they're fun, they're cute, they're interesting to look at. But I was giving stank face because all these black lamps were not giving. I don't know, I just don't know. I was very unhappy, but you know what? It doesn't really matter that I was unhappy because I don't need any lamps. But Babe loves this one. This looks like those sconces that are really trending big time online right now. And we gave you a little wave there in the mirror. I was also looking for some plants in resin, and unfortunately I had to turn off the sound because I was gonna get copyrighted because they were playing some jams in HomeGoods today. But I didn't find any faux florals, but I actually think HomeGoods tends to have really great faux florals. You just need to look around and kind of push people out of the way in the aisles. I don't know, whenever I go to HomeGoods, I feel like it's me and a mom and a grandma just like all fighting for the last vase. I think it's so funny. It's like the gladiators of HomeGoods. Love it. I also like these boxes. I know people hate on HomeGoods for having their like nice spring Easter decor, but I like it. And I bought this box. You guys know I already have one version of this, and I oscillated between the small version and the big version for like 10 minutes because I couldn't remember which one I already owned. But I love stacking boxes because, again, you can throw all of your junk in it, and I have ample junk. But it helps you stay organized while also living practically in your space. So I'm just gonna stack them on my coffee table for the remote and all of that good stuff. Plus, we almost exclusively eat at the coffee table these days because we are rewatching Scandal, all of it. Are you team Fitz and Olivia or team Jake and Olivia? I'm team Jake, Babe is team Fitz. But anyway, we need to have like all types of things like utensils in these boxes. I also love all of these vases. I was really impressed by this one. I actually love bronze. I feel like bronze is making a comeback. So this was cute, as was this black and brown vase, really nice and earthy. But I have so many vases, I don't know what to do with them, so I did leave them at the store today. Now, this is not for me, but I love the shape of these boxes. Let's make round boxes a thing. And this This was it. I bought this. I had to have it. And I put salt in it. I know that's not a good reason to buy something. I bought a salt container and it probably isn't even food safe, but if that's how I go out, at least I'm gonna go out in style. That's what matters to me. This HomeGoods also had a great collection of books. I'm kind of cut down on coffee table books. This is kind of funny, but I'm having back problems, so I actually sleep on one of my coffee table books. So I thought about picking up a new one, you know, a heftier one, but otherwise I didn't get any books. And I actually like the coastal decor. I'm not a coastal hater. I love a good beach house. There's something super fun about them. And this artwork, if you don't go and touch all of the artwork in HomeGoods, what are you doing? Please do not touch artwork in museums, but in HomeGoods, it's great because you want a nice textured piece of art. Even a lot of artists these days, they're selling prints and then they are actually adding texture to them so that you can get a more elevated look and feel. It just takes your artwork to the next level. Embellish your own artwork even if you want to, but don't tell the artists because they may be offended. I also love these 3D pieces of art. They've become really, really fashionable. And I don't know if you know this, but a lot of stores like TJ Maxx and more bargain friendly or more affordable stores are just one season behind. That's how they buy things. So that's why you're seeing these things that were trending big on Instagram a few months ago showing up in HomeGoods now. So there's a little bit of a delay when it comes to the trends. There's a little bit of delay. So that's something you need to know when you're trying to buy into a trend. That's why your favorite stores kind of take a second. Now they have a lot more of these ornate mirrors, which is a perfect example of what I was just talking about. I only saw them in black today at the store, but they also do have gold. I got a lot of really great mirrors from HomeGoods in the past, and I'm always really impressed with the price tag and the quality. There has been a resurgence recently of having more drawings as art, like actual drawings and animals in artwork, and I'm really here for it. I love drawings. I love to draw. I don't have any of my drawings up in my own home because I only like to draw nudes, and babe was like, no, no thank you. But I loved this. I love the frame that it was in. This looks just like artwork they make at Anthropologie. And if you've ever looked at Anthropologie's website, their artwork is so expensive you want to vomit. So if you like the Anthropologie look, you gotta start going to HomeGoods. And these were perfect for a client of mine. I'm working on a project here in Pittsburgh for Alex. She creates lots of like mid-size and plus size content on Instagram, and I'm redoing her space in a really whimsical style. So those pieces are gonna be perfect. I'm gonna go back and pick them up after we finalize the design. This was another 3D piece of art that I did enjoy as well, but I hated the frame color. I just think the frame makes it look a little bit cheap. So if you like this, you can rub and buff the frame or paint it or whatever, or leave it as is, because it doesn't really matter if I think it looks cheap, if you think it looks fantastic, because how you feel in your own home is the most important. Since we are actively doing a bathroom renovation and we had to stop by the bathroom section, I think HomeGoods always has some hidden gems in the bathroom section. I actually like the fluting of this, but I don't need this. I'm not gonna put my soap in these containers. I'm just gonna be honest, I'm not gonna do that. I did it for like our shampoo and our conditioner, but I'm not gonna do it for hand soap. I'm just gonna leave the soap container on the countertop because that's how I live my life. There are just some things that I don't design, some things that do not need to be styled in my opinion, and that's one of them. This was kind of a vibe, the black and white thing, but it kind of made me think about those black and white cookies. And then I was like, I don't know if I want food related decor. I don't know, I went kind of down a rabbit hole. They were really cute, I just didn't know if they were for us, and babe also really liked them, so I was sad that we didn't pick them up. But again, we're trying to be more intentional with our purchases. There is just something about HomeGoods that makes me totally erratic because we already were in the lighting section and then I went back. I found these lamps. I thought they were cute. I decided to pose next to them. They had them in both white and black. They also had a lot of rattan lampshades, which I did not enjoy. Just because they get really dusty and I hate dusting. Dusting is the bane of my existence. Then they had this lamp, loved it, loved the texture. The price wasn't bad either. I just find that I never turn on table lamps. I only turn on floor lighting, so I didn't buy anything. Oh, look how cute that is. We had to get another shot of that because I really wanted it. And what I do now when I really want something is I also just take a bunch of videos of it and I'm like, it's like I bought it because it's on my camera roll. And for some reason, I think these are really, really cute. I know they're kind of cheesy, but I like anything dog related. Dogs run my life. So yeah. And this HomeGoods had so many floor lamps. I don't know what was going on, but I was happy about it because most of the time they don't have any type of floor lighting whatsoever. I don't know why I was like trying to like step down the aisle, but I was excited. This lamp was giving Lulu and Georgia and Selena and Lily vibes. And then we had a few dupes for Kelly Worsler in this aisle as well. You guys know I am totally team Kelly, even though I can't afford 99.9% of her things, but these lamps were really cute. And this is all I picked up from HomeGoods. I actually decided to put the boxes back because I looked at the price and I was like, absolutely not, absolutely not. So I just got the little selenite dish. I put these back and I got that big checkered box. Next, we sauntered on over to Ikea, and I hadn't been to Ikea in about 2 months. I actually haven't seen any of the new collections in person, and fortunately for me, none of them were there, so it didn't matter anyway. I've been obsessed with this empanada set forever, but $20 for a plate was a no-go because you saw my plates at Crate & Barrel. They were way more affordable, so these are cute. I like them. I might actually use this to create a little Zen garden, so put some sand in there or some succulents in there, something like that. I wouldn't necessarily use it as a bowl because it's just too expensive for a bowl in my opinion. And I checked out the other dishware. I don't need any more dishes. I don't really entertain that many people, and these were cute. I really thought they were going to be plastic and they were not. I would use these as little planters as well, but they don't actually have any drainage, so don't listen to me because I am not a horticulturalist. And I really like to experience items when I'm out shopping, so I had to pretend to drink espresso out of this, which I do need to buy. These are so cute. And four for $10, which is such a good price, such a good price. But I don't have anywhere to store these, so I did leave them at the store. I also saw this little container here, but I couldn't find it anywhere or else I would have purchased it. I feel like whenever I say I don't like something, people think I'm uncultured or something like that. And you know, I'm pretty well versed in a lot of things, but this was just not doing it for me. It just looked like you got a straw stuck in your cup. I'm sorry, I hate to say it, but you will not see me buying this. I didn't like it, but these are really trendy right now. I'm seeing these all over TikTok. You could pick those up. I tried to look for wine glasses here as well, but I was happy with the ones I got from Crate & Barrel. Nothing was really speaking to me from Ikea on this day when it came to wine glasses. These were cute too, but I don't drink that much champagne. There's nothing really to celebrate, so I am not buying any champagne, but it was nice to see the glassware because my particular Ikea is almost always out of everything. So the stock was actually really, really decent on this day. Oh, this collection is so fun. This collection is so fun. I don't need any of these things, but I touched everything. I bought 2 of the bags and I really wanted the kimonos, but I knew I wasn't going to wear it. But then I moved into the bath section because I love Ikea's bath products. I love, 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 love them. These towels are great, but they stain really easily. So we didn't get these, though they are identical to these ones that I found on Amazon for like $80 for 2, and these are dirt cheap. So if you like those ones from Amazon, but you want the look for less, like, head to your local Ikea. A lot of people say they don't like Ikea towels, but I like them, and let me tell you a TMI story. So when I was in college, my apartment wasn't amazing, and the toilet always overflowed, always, and I would use these Ikea towels to sop up everything, and they were extremely absorbent, and for that reason, I've been an Ikea towel fan for many, many years. So they actually had these white towels over here. I know it's taking me a long time to get there because I was just taking everything in. They are waffled as well, and I wanted them in the beige, but I was like, let me get them in white because they're easier to brighten, and I got a ton of them. I got a ton of these. I was so excited. I was dancing in the aisles. Then after I picked up all of these white towels, I saw these ones. I loved this print. It was giving me Soho House vibes without the Soho House price tag, and I hate the Soho House price tag. It makes me sad. I love these. I was doing a little dance. I will never not dance in public. I don't care how embarrassing anyone finds it. If I'm excited, I'm gonna dance. So these were super cute. I tried to convince myself that I needed them, which I did not, so I put it back. But they also had these two-tone ones that were giving luxury. They had them in gray, this green color, and blue. I really like these green ones. They have the normal bath towel and the bath sheet as well. I also found these reusable makeup pads, which I love because makeup pads are really expensive. They're bad for the earth. And this makeup bag as well, which was super cute, but we just bought one off of Amazon. So I tried to convince myself to buy it, but we did not need it. It is a really decent size and it had pockets for storage. And I feel like most makeup bags, you just open them up into an abyss of things. So I was pleased with this, and this new collection is great. They had this, which I'll show you more about later, but to clean yourself. And they also had these nice hand mitts. So I did end up buying both of these for our new bathroom. And I was trying to find these kimonos. We found them here. I really didn't need a kimono, but oh, aren't they so cute? I love this print. Fun fact about me, I love really sleek black and white interiors, but I love colorful clothing and colorful artwork, believe it or not. So that was fun. And I looked at these bath mats, which were also kind of cute, but I didn't want any of them. But that's just me throwing it in the cart. Throwing it in the bag is what I actually just mouthed to you guys. Then I looked at the new pillowcases and they were not giving. I feel like Ikea has not come out with a good pillowcase in a long time, but I think this one's gonna trend real hard because cottage core and the traditional interiors are really in right now. Yeah, I don't particularly care for this or this one either, but Ikea does make good pillowcases, but they're really hiking up these prices. I remember when most pillowcases were under $10. I just think $17 for a pillowcase, I'm gonna buy one from somewhere else that, you know, not everyone has. I hate to say it, but that's just the reality of the matter. They'd also gotten rid of my jaw drawer pillows for a while, then they brought them back. I'm just kind of confused about what's going on. And you know, things are just not as affordable as they once were at Ikea, which is really, really, really sad because it was a really major resource for a lot of us. Now I went to a lighting and they had this hardwired picture light, which was kind of cute. It was decent. It was silver though. Yeah, if you need a picture light from Ikea, that is one. They don't have many anymore. They used to have a ton, but they discontinued a lot of them. I'm not really sure why. Maybe they just weren't selling, or maybe they were too small. I remember them being very, very narrow and not working on many different types of artwork. And next we moved into the most dangerous section of Ikea for me, the picture frames. You guys, I desperately wanted this picture frame because it's so rare that you find a square picture frame that is also deep like this. So I wanted to walk away with like 15 of these, but I don't need to do that. I need to buy art first before I buy the frames, because then I end up with a hallway full of frames that have no art in them. And then people are like, is this like a statement on something? Is this a political statement? And I'm like, no, I'm just lazy. I haven't purchased art yet. Then I looked through the mirrors. I love this one. I love the green. I love the opportunity to introduce some color via your mirrors. You don't see that a lot. So I was very impressed with the mirror selection at Ikea today. But now we have reached the end of the Ikea warehouse, so let's head on home and I will show you everything that I picked up today while we were out shopping. I don't think I did too much damage, but I'm eager to hear what your thoughts are, so let's head home. Okay, so I am home from all of the stores. Shopping was so much fun. It was so hard for me to resist a lot of things, especially that tree. But let me show you what I picked up. So we started off today's video at Crate and Barrel. So the first thing I got from that store is this set of black measuring cups. You guys know I have an all black kitchen, so I wanted measuring cups that matched. Plus, I'm always losing measuring cups. I have no idea where they go. And so I wanted all black ones. They're nice and sleek. Of course, they fit in with one another. And they have this clip, which I like. They're really basic, and apparently they make a lot of noise, but I was happy to find these. Now, what I really went to Crate and Barrel for was a wine glass. So I'm not a huge drinker, but I've been getting into wine a little bit more recently. I think when you are cooking a lot, there are a lot of good pairings when it comes to wine. And also, I don't drink beer or liquor. I just don't like the way they taste. So when I go out to dinner with someone, I like to order a glass of wine as opposed to getting a beer too, because I just sit there like, because I think it tastes absolutely disgusting. You cannot change my mind. I've tried every type of beer. I just think it tastes like swamp water. So I did pick up some wine glasses, and I got these wine glasses. I think they were $7.95 a piece. These are the hip red wine glasses, and they're 31 ounces. So you could fit an entire glass of wine in here. I don't intend to do that. Yesterday I tested them out though. You can fit 2 whole cans of Coke in here for frame of reference if that's something that you want to do. Yeah, I'm a huge Coke Zero fan, so that's what I did last night. But the reason why I wanted such big wine glasses, it's so embarrassing, but I am a huge Scandal fan, and I love watching her with those big AF glasses, and I was like, I want that too. I want some Olivia Pope energy in my home, so I got these ones. I got 6. I think they were $7.95 a piece, so it's a really decent price. and they're great. A lot of people on Instagram are saying that they're fragile, so I'll keep you updated. I'm just going to hand wash them instead of putting them in the dishwasher, but I was very, very happy with these. They have so many different glasses at Crate & Barrel, but these ones were giving me the luxury look, which I love, and they are red wine glasses, and I only drink red wine. I'm not a fan of white wine, so I drink red wine and I'll drink a rosé, which, you know, is a combo, but I'm very, very excited about these. And also another fun fact about me is I am more inclined to drink water if I drink it out of a wine glass. I just like to elevate my experience, and that's what these wine glasses do. Now, even though these wine glasses can fit 31 ounces of wine, I'm not drinking that much wine at one time. If you want to, no judgment for me. Do what you got to do, but that's not going to be me. So I also picked up this wine saver because I found that I was, you know, opening a bottle of wine, especially for cooking. So I cook with a lot of wine, and I was like, is it going bad? I don't know. So I throw it away, and and that gets expensive. So I also picked up this wine saver. It will extend the life of your wine, right? It says it will preserve your wine in open bottles for up to 6 times longer. Okay. But how long is that? I'm not sure yet. Again, I haven't even unpackaged this yet, but it has good instructions there. It should be good. Let's actually open it up. Okay, so this is what it looks like. All right, this is not going to take up too much space in my cupboard, which I appreciate. So it comes with this, and then just these rubber corks. So hopefully it helps the wine last longer. I just mostly care about cooking wine. Like when I entertain, like people will go through an entire bottle of wine and that's fine. But for cooking wine, I just want to be able to use it for more than one meal because then it gets expensive. It really does get expensive. And I think that is everything I actually picked up from Crate & Barrel. I really wanted that tree. I really wanted it, but I think it was like $400. And you guys know, I have gone through so many trees. And I said to myself, if it goes on sale, one, and if I remember that I want it after a month, I can buy it. That is my new standard for myself because I got so obsessed with like kind of overconsumption, which we all do, especially in the home decor space. So I say to myself, if I still want it after a month, if I still remember the item, if I bring it up in conversation, then I will invest in it. But it hasn't been a month yet. It's only been a day. So there's that. The next place we went with HomeGoods, and that first HomeGoods was awful. That's my least favorite HomeGoods in all of Pittsburgh. But we went to another HomeGoods, and I think I only got 2 things. So the first thing I got was this box. You guys have seen me with the bigger version of this box. I got the smaller one as well, just so that I could stack them on my coffee table. It's a great box, it's super durable. I use this for remotes, anything else I like to leave in the living room, whether that be Tums, remotes, hair ties, things like that, things you want accessible, but you don't want to be apparent because they're ugly. So I got this so I can stack it on top of the other one. So the place that I spent the most amount of money, very unsurprisingly, is Ikea because we're doing the bathroom reno. So the first thing I got from Ikea has nothing to do with the bathroom reno, but I got all of the bags. I am an Ikea bag collector. I don't know if you knew that. So every time they come out with a new bag, I buy them. Not only because I collect the bags, but because they're fun and they're great for Costco, and Costco is primarily where we shop. I also got a bunch of their waffle towels. Ikea makes phenomenal towels. I really do feel this way. They're a nice waffle. So I got 2 hand towels. I got 4 washcloths. So these are the washcloths. And then I got, I think 4 or 6 of the bath sheets. So I didn't get bath towels, I got bath sheets because bath sheets are extra long. Now, I like Ikea towels because I think that they're quite absorbent and they're really affordable. I think they're all under $15 for like the huge bath sheet. I think $15 is honestly even a stretch. They're very soft, and I've been buying these towels honestly since I was in college, and this was all I could afford. I still really do like them. I love the waffling. I think they look super luxe. Ikea did have other towels that you saw that I loved, but I didn't love the color of them. And yeah, these also have these little hooks on them, so they make them really easy to hang up if you have like little knobs in your bathroom for hanging towels. If you follow me on Instagram, which you should, and if you don't, it's at kiva.brent. I talk a lot about cooking at home and like my health goals and stuff, and also cutting back on spending money. I spent entirely too much money at Starbucks last year, so I've been trying to get Starbucks less. So I have been cooking more at home, and the last one of these I had broke, so I bought another one. This is just a milk frother. I think it's like $3. So it lasted me for like 2 years, so I was not upset when I had to buy a new one. So I bought one of those. I just have to put batteries in them. I also wanted to get more things for the bathroom just to get myself nice and squeaky clean. So I got this, which basically you wrap it around yourself, mostly like your back, and you're able to get your back clean without having to ask your spouse to wash your back, because they married you for in sickness and in health, for better or for worse, but not for when you're dirty. So this is a way to get yourself nice and clean. And then I also got the coordinating hand mitts to clean yourself. I love obviously having something to clean myself naturally, but I don't like loofahs because I feel like they get so dirty so quickly. These are a lot easier to throw in the washing machine without being worried that they're gonna tear apart like I am with a loofah. So I like that I can wash these and keep using them. So that's why I picked these up. You just put your hands in them like this and give yourself a good scrub. I'm gonna rip the tags off because I don't like the tags at all. I'm gonna rip the tags off, and I like that they have these hooks. So I'm gonna pick up some adhesive hooks from Amazon and put them like in the bathroom somewhere so I can hang all of that stuff up. And honestly, I think that's it for the haul. I didn't do too much damage. I mostly had a nice time out shopping, looking at the trends, looking and seeing what is popular. I had such a fun time shopping with you guys. Let me know down in the comments what you enjoyed seeing. What things are you gonna pick up on your next trip to Crate & Barrel, Ikea, or HomeGoods? Or did you hate everything and you just never wanna go shopping again? Let me know down in the comments. If you liked today's video, please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and check me out on Instagram. And until next time, have a beautiful day.